biggest debate in the American League this season has been around the question of whether the MVP is Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani. On one side you have a 6'7" beast who's on pace to pass Roger Maris's 61 home runs. On the other side you have the unicorn, a 6'4" two-way player who hits bombs and throws 100 miles per hour. The argument for Judge is that he's likely going to beat a 61-year-old record this season. The argument for Ohtani is that he's a unicorn that's able to beat teams with his offense and with his pitching. In this video, I'm going to break down the merits of both arguments and give my opinion of which player I think deserves the award. At the time of this video, Aaron Judge has 55 home runs and is on pace to hit 66 home runs. He's leading MLB in WAR, home runs, RBIs, and slugging, and is second in on-base percentage. Shohei Ohtani is third in the American League in pitching WAR behind only Kevin Gausman and Justin Verlander. His FIP is actually lower than Verlander's, who many people think will win the Cy Young. Offensively, Ohtani is 17th in the AL in batting WAR. It's likely he'll finish the 2022 season with 40 home runs, 100 RBIs, which are similar offensive numbers to his 2021 season. Judge is leading the majors in 10 offensive categories. He's about to break a 61-year-old American League record. His 9.1 WAR is higher than Ohtani's 7.9, and he's ahead of Ohtani offensively by quite a bit. Additionally, Ohtani isn't leading any offensive category and only leads in one pitching category, strikeouts per 9. Judge also plays a position in the field every day, whereas Ohtani is a designated hitter on days where he doesn't pitch. In reality, the record is already broken. Hitting 62 this season would give Judge the 7th most home runs in a season. Separating the AL and NL record is just the media trying to make this record seem more important than it is. Regarding Judge playing in the outfield, he's actually not a very good outfielder. Sure, he's got a great arm, but his sprint speed is in the 50th percentile. Moreover, Judge only has one defensive run saved, which is 56th among American League outfielders. His ultimate zone rating is 93rd. Think about that for a second. 15 teams with 3 starting outfielders each is 45. That means that every team basically has 6 outfielders on their roster that they could use, who would be a defensive improvement over Judge. Shohei Ohtani's offensive numbers are similar to last year. He'll be close to his home run total from 2021 and will likely have more RBIs. His strikeouts are slightly down and his WRC plus is basically the same. Ohtani's pitching has actually taken a major step forward. His strikeouts are up, his walks are down, his pitching velocity is the highest it's ever been. His FIP is nearly a run lower than it was in 2021, with about the same amount of innings this year. His total combined WAR last year was 8, which he seems likely to surpass in 2022. Shohei Ohtani doesn't play in the outfield on days when he doesn't pitch. Also, Judge has put up far better offensive numbers than Ohtani, and Ohtani's offensive numbers probably won't surpass what he did last season. When considering who should win the Most Valuable Player award, I personally ignore a team's record. If Ohtani were on the Dodgers, that team is going to the playoffs regardless. A player shouldn't be punished for being on a bad team. If anything, it makes it harder to put up good offensive numbers because of how easily another team can pitch around you, and because you have fewer RBI opportunities. Anyways, for me, it's which player I'd most want on my team if I expected to make the playoffs. In that instance, Ohtani is the player I'd want on my team because you can walk Judge, but batters still have to bat against Ohtani. In a best of 7, Ohtani gets to start 2 games while doing nearly as much offensively as Judge. It's hard to be more valuable than that. If the season were to end today, I'd pick Ohtani for MVP. However, I think Judge will get the award based on his offensive numbers and based on passing Roger Maris with 62 or more home runs. I can't say that I hate it because both players are deserving of the award. Whichever side you're on, this is a close race, and there really isn't a right or wrong answer. The only wrong answer is anyone who thinks it's automatically Ohtani's or automatically Judge's. Neither one has run away with it yet, and a cold month down the stretch for either of them could end up being the difference. What do you guys think? Is it Judge's year, or has Ohtani done enough to go back to back? Let me know in the comments.